What's a good position for double aquatic and plant for AAP? Do I have two aquatics? Let me imagine I have two aquatics. I got, okay, they're not the perfect AAP aquatics, but let's see. I'll give you a rundown. It depends on which aquatics you have. And then a plant, for example. So, typically, if you're playing a double aquatic and plant team, typically people have them lined up like this, where you have your plant in the front, okay, to get your energy or to tank out, and then you have your tankiest aquatic in the middle. And by tankiest aquatic, you got to look at the shield cards of that aquatic. Typically, you want them to be 40 and 50, like Babylonia, like Angry Lamb. Some of those have 40 shields, so you want those in the middle. Now, this guy, I mean, this guy's not a typical aquatic, but I'm just showing as an example because I don't run a double aquatic plant team, but a lot of my scholars do. So you want the tankiest one in the middle because it can brick wall. It can survive taking some damage in, and then you want your big damage aquatic in the back with the smallest shield, but the most damage. That's typically how people line up the double aquatic plant team. Surprisingly enough, if you have an offensive plant, and this is what one of my scholars has proven to be really good in when you're further up in the ranks, you could actually do a double aquatic plant team like this and have the split damage between your aquatics. Because in my opinion, aquatic bodies can take in a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage and they can take in a lot of damage. So if you have an offensive plant, not a defensive one, if you have an offensive plant, perhaps like this guy here, or like this guy, for example, he's got some ignore the angry land, the poison. But if you have an offensive plant, you could also play them in the back like that. Do I have a better one? I mean, yes, my Terminator plant too. Yes, technically, this could also work. But I mean, like, super offensive, like, even if you had like a beast card in there or something like that. You could run it like this too.